Hi everyone, and welcome to Insights by Johnita Francis. We are doing yet again the quarter hour of power on Tuesday afternoons. For me this week, actually, let's start with the weather. The weather is slowly warming up. We've got about 10 degrees instead of the usual 5. So it's doubling. Let's just keep it doubling so we can get back to the warmer weather really quickly. This week has been, I actually have my ascendant has been triggered off, so that's my rising planet. I'm an Aries rising, and my midheaven, which is my career in my 10th house, up there in my 10th house, has been triggered off as well from all the eclipse that we've had lately. And that's actually redirected me in a whole other direction. And I've probably been feeling the astrological shift and energy changes and things like that for probably about a week leading into it, really, while, everything adjusts and gets to that degree that it needs to be and to actually have an aspect. So not everybody's going to feel the same transiting planets as everybody else. It just doesn't work like that. Collectively, because there's so many people in the world, there's going to be similarities, but it doesn't actually work like that. So, but this one has triggered me off really, really quite deeply. And I actually started getting very tired. And with that tired, I said, okay, I just need to have a couple of days break and, just disconnect from everything, because I get very, very busy, and I work sometimes 60, 70-hour week, so I'm buggered, and I asked for some time, and unfortunately I didn't get it. I didn't get that little space of time that I needed. And I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. I'm thinking, I've been doing this publicly now for 25 something years, and what is it that I want to do? And if you've been listening to my program over the last few months, I've been saying, everybody, this is your time. This is your time to replant your garden, choose different flowers. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to change something in your life? Do you want to change something in your career? And all along it was kind of a little messages for me too. What do you want to do? How do you want to progress forward? Where do you get your most kicks out of things? And I've kind of been putting the little pieces together and thinking about things. And for me, I've always ran a business. So whether it was been a commercial business, I ran a security company for a very long time. And I've also had my, mediumship and spiritual mentoring business going in the background, as well as working for others, and, all sorts of things. I've always got something on the go. And, but I've always been able to, just have a little break every few years or so. And I noticed at this time, since my last major spiritual leveling up, that how I've been responding to things on a cellular level or on a physical level, I've actually been really tired. And some days I just, if the shower's going, I'm trying to wash my hair, I don't know what day it is, my eyes are super glued shut. And I've really been struggling to just shake this constant tired feeling off. And I'm not unwell or anything like that. I'm just, since the last level up, it's been really difficult. So that's why I was kind of just letting everyone know I needed a little break. And unfortunately, I didn't get it. And the two sides of this, okay, the first side is that 30 people actually sent me messages on the weekend that I just needed 48 hours. 30 people sent me more than 46. I think it was about 49 messages by the end of it, asking me various questions, getting my advice on stuff. And I love that I'm relied on like that. And I love that people feel comfortable enough to throw those questions at me. Unfortunately for me, though, my brain is wired in such a way that I'm never not at work. I'm either physically doing the job, or I'm emotionally thinking about the job, or I'm financially planning my marketing, or planning what I'm going to do, or planning my road trips, or, I'm constantly thinking about my business all the time. And because I'm wired like that, when my phone goes ding, I will naturally reach for it. I will naturally respond to those people, because they're asking me a question because they need to know an answer and they need to know what's happening. And, and they're asking me to do that or provide that answer for them. So I kind of feel obligated to be able to support them through that process. So I don't like ignoring my phone or ignoring my clients or ignoring the people that are reaching out for help. And because I'm always wired for work, I'm always thinking about it. So I can't really escape. So it was really, really important that I just had these 2 days to myself, and I didn't get it. And I was so tired on Monday going to my first appointment that I actually just started to cry because I needed a little bit of a release. So when I was thinking, okay, I need a bit of guidance here, guys. What can you give me? And I keep seeing 22s, I keep seeing 1122, I keep seeing 555, and I'm like, yep, okay, I know what I'm thinking about when all these things happen. I'm thinking about articles, I'm thinking about writing, I'm thinking about what I need to do next, how's this going to look? How's that going to be perceived? All those sorts of things. And I thought, writing, author. Okay, I need to pick up my favorite book. And one of my favorite books is The Manual of the Warrior of Light. And I've had it for so long that the front cover is actually worn down and weak and tattered and got some dribble on it. Probably got a bit of scrambled egg on there at some point as well. But I opened it up to, strangely, page 91, and that is a 9 and a 1 is a 10, and that's a 1, which is about new beginnings, new direction, giving birth to a new creative idea as far as numerology is concerned. And interestingly, when I opened this page, the first sentence is, write down again what I told you. And I'm like, get out of town. They're telling me to write down what makes me happy. They're telling me to write down what's going on. They're telling me to write articles and write blogs and write a book. And so I'm like, okay, well, in your face, mate. So I got over that little part. But then the next sentence in this book on this page says, the warrior of light needs time to himself. And he uses that time for rest, contemplation, and contact with the soul of the world. Even in the midst of a battle, he manages to meditate. And I'm like, got it. So to that, I'm absolutely changing the entire way that I run my business. I have been a spiritual mentor and teaching people how to unlock emotional blockages, how to move forward with their lives, how to create a happier life, how to make decisions, how to be comfortable with decisions, how to not feel insecure about asking for what you need in life, how to put vision boards together. You name it, I have lived it, researched it, supported it, advocated for it, taught it. And I kind of feel like my time being in front of people in a verbal sense is actually run its course. I actually feel like that's finished for me. I stopped doing a lot of fairs. I stopped doing a lot of platforming events. I stopped doing a lot of live readings in a group setting. And I've just been slowly moving towards that spiritual mentoring. And I do a lot of it, which is fantastic because people are serious about changing their lives. But it's not fulfilling me. And I think this past weekend when I really, really needed time to just do nothing and just hang out with my husband and do normal things, I couldn't have that opportunity. So it's for me about making a decision for myself and deciding what I need to do to bring that center of happiness back into my life, the center of changing direction, feeling okay with that. And I'm going to write. I'm going to write about all the cases I've worked on, all the paranormal stuff that has come in for me, all the things that I've been involved in, the cleansings of houses, moving spirits along, some of my really interesting clients. Of course, no names will ever be mentioned, but some of my really interesting clients and what those readings were all about, some of my own experiences with spirit and also throughout my life, and just blogs in general. And And I think I need to do that because I'm still getting my message out. I'm still getting my learnings out. I'm still teaching people. My content is still there. But I'm not actually on call all the time. I can have a little bit of a rest when I need one. And I think the breaking point was, I really appreciated all of those people sending me messages over the weekend, but every single person said, I hope you're enjoying your rest. I couldn't have a rest. And I love you dearly for caring, and I love you dearly for being in contact with me, but I couldn't have a rest. So I'm actually taking a couple of weeks off altogether and just disconnecting entirely, and then coming back and just starting to write. I've already got a publisher who wants to publish my first book, which is brilliant. I haven't even written it yet, but that's okay. These things happen. So I know that I'm in the right direction. So hoping for you to support me through that process, and we'll see what happens. So I will be finishing up with A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck towards the end of August. So I do hope you join me for the quarter hour of power up until then, and we share some more learnings and bring some calm and peace back into our lives. I'm Johnita Francis. Thank you very much for joining me this Tuesday afternoon. I hope you have a lovely week ahead and really, truly enjoy all that life offers. And if you don't like it, change it. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.